What's up, guys? Mike B here, and today we're going to talk a little bit about Black Fridays. You're probably wondering why we talk about Black Friday. I don't live in America, you Americans and your silly holidays, and thinking that everywhere in the world is America. Well, that's not actually the case. I'm showing you guys this because I realize that a lot of you guys are, people who are looking for deals on not only games, but also on gaming hardware, okay? And I am one of those, I guess like deal enthusiasts where I'm always looking at prices for various components, for games, obviously, and for all that stuff. So Black Friday is coming up, and this is an important holiday, not just obviously for the U.S., right? Yeah, there's Thanksgiving before, which I guess is kind of a big deal for the U.S. Who knows why? But Black Friday is the day after Thanksgiving. It always happens the day after Thanksgiving. It's the biggest shopping day of the year. And the reason why it's such a big deal is because not just because you have people who go and they wait in long ass lines as if every store is selling the brand new Apple device they absolutely have to get their hands on, but you also get them kind of in their kind of like in just like you get this raw kind of zero regard whatsoever for other people. I mean, these people are the ones who ate turkey, right? And then they came out and it's dark and they're lined up at Comp USA, right? And at like midnight or something, and they're cold, and they don't care about anybody else's feelings. I mean, they'll make friends in line, but afterwards they'll punch people in the face just to get ahead and get the latest deal or whatever. And everybody wants to find the latest stupid toy that's come out. What is the hot toy this year? I know that that Furbies are coming back, right? How is it? Is this Furby, right? Furby. It's those weird like little fuzzy things that here we go. All right, they have little eyes, and they're just kind of like. There we go, right? Yeah, and then like they say things and they have their little beak thing, and they talk back to you or something, and they have a little laser beam thing up here. I don't know. Anyways, I think that's like the hot thing today. I don't know, but these deals that I'm always looking for are always the hottest ish right around this time. Now, there are a lot of times like throughout the year you're gonna find some really great deals on various components, right? Which, like, for example, you'll find RAM for like really cheap. You'll find a hard drive for really cheap. You'll find a motherboard for really cheap. Everything obviously looks like squares. Okay, this is RAM. Okay, and this is a MOBO, right? Is that what I said? No, this is the SSD. Great. All right. So, anyways, these components you could probably buy throughout the year for a pretty good deal, right? And obviously, your video card as well, right? You could buy that and get a pretty good deal on that and hook it up to your big ass TV or whatever, and then play video games. Like Crisis X3, yeah, see? Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, so, Black Friday, my favorite holiday. I used to work retail, Comp USA, and so I was right up front with all these people, basically letting them into the store. They're all waiting for all these crazy deals, and they're all unhappy with me because, we don't have enough of whatever product in stock. And yeah, I enjoyed it because you got to see these people just, like, not be happy and fighting over each other. And it was the one day throughout the year where I could basically tell somebody, I could be like, oh, yeah, sir, well, you know what, F you, I have other people that I need to talk to you right now. I can't really help you. When they come in, they'd be like, oh, is this, what exactly is, a thumb drive? Can you tell me what that is? And I'd be like, no, I can't tell you that right now because it's too crazy busy. I don't have time to sit here and hold your hand on every single item that you come in shopping for. You should have known this stuff ahead of time. So, woo! Now, I'm always looking for deals on stuff. Always looking for deals on stuff. And you guys are probably doing the same thing. And this applies anywhere in the world because you could probably go to like Newegg, right? And order something if you're overseas or Tiger Direct or wherever it is that you guys go shopping, Amazon or something. And Amazon's pretty good at price matching stuff, by the way. And that's the most important thing. Price matching is where if Newegg has something for a certain price and then Amazon has it for more, right? Or vice versa. You could probably phone them up and just be like, hey, yo, dude, yo, price match, what's up? Money. And the dude at the other end would be like, yes. And that's it. Wow, it's a terrible yes. Why? Yes. And the dude, here he is right here on the phone, working in a cubicle, probably not happy with his life. There's a window right here. He will eventually jump out of it. There it is right there. But right now it's got bars on it, so he'll find some way to remove the bars, then he's gonna be like, splat. Now, going back to the Black Friday thing, if you guys want a deal, find it on some random site, call them up, right? Call them up. That's supposed to be phone. And price match it. Doesn't matter where you live. You could probably find some way to make it happen. Okay. Now, one of the best places to start off is going to be Reddit. Okay. It's not my first go-to thing, but it's the easiest to get into and find deals. Now, when you first go to Reddit, especially for those of you guys who are the uninitiated, okay, you're probably like, what is all this crap? Why do I want to see I don't want to see all this stuff. I just don't, right? You pop over to some of these things. It's like, okay, some of this stuff's kind of funny, right? Oh, here we go. Like, life is like a box. It kills you. Aw, right? There's a lot of stuff here you probably don't want to be involved with. You're here for the deal. So I'm going to show you how to get those, okay? I guess we're going to go ahead and click on register. And we're going to create a new name. Okay, this name is going to be... There we go. It's very... Oh, I guess it's optional, so I don't have to actually put in like an actual... well, why not? Why don't we just do it? Just for fun. And then the other one's going to be... Yeah. There we go. All right. Then we're going to go and put this in. Oh. Great. And then now we have an account. And what you're going to do is go up here to the top. Click on my subreddit, which is just barely out of the thing. You'll see it. It's a little bar that comes down. And you click on view all. And then over here on the right-hand side, you're going to see a whole bunch of subreddits. There's a bunch of crap that you probably don't want to be involved with, like advice animals, announcements, ask Reddit, da-da-da. All of this stuff. Just go ahead and go all the way down. We're going to leave gaming, okay? We're going to move. This is basically your crash course, by the way, on how to use Reddit, because it's important for those of you guys who are looking for deals who don't want to necessarily dig for them like I do all the time. So when I go to the front page, notice how the only thing I left there was, did I leave advice animals on there? I believe I did. Let's go back. Stupid Reddit. I did. How did I leave advice animals out of all of them? Jeez. Okay, now let's go back to Reddit. Unsubscribe from that. Bam. Now everything on this front page is from gaming. You can tell by looking at the things. This is gaming right here. Gaming, right? Gaming. Okay. Everything here is from gaming. Now what you want to do is go to reddit.com/build-a-PC sales. Okay. All one word. It's actually just like this. So reddit.com/r/build-a-PC sales. Okay. This is probably the spot that I check every single day, about 50 times a day. The reason why is because there's so much stuff that just pops up, and there are deals that don't last that long. So here's another one right here, right? Here's the 120 gigabyte $69 for $69.99, 240 for $169.99 Amazon Lightning deal for the next 3 hours. You click on the link. The link will take you directly to the website where the deal is taking place, should it still be available. It looks like that deal is expired, so we click right here. You see that here it is, Kingston HyperX 3K solid state drives. If you were looking for a drive, this probably would have been a pretty good deal. All right. Now, it even says 19% still claim. That's crazy. They're not gone. Probably because it's a 3-hour deal. Of course, they're not all gonna be gone. But that is a pretty good deal. But we're gonna go back and we're gonna click on comments. All right. In the comments section, this is where you usually find information either regarding the product or regarding better deals elsewhere. This guy right here says, Tiger Direct is going to have a Vertex 3 120 for $50 for Black Friday. That's a pretty good deal, guys. $50 for an SSD. $50 to make your computer boot up 10 times faster than what it does now, all right? Now, I'm not saying it's going to be the most reliable piece of equipment, but it is going to boot up faster for however long it lasts. Now, he says that it's a Tiger Direct, and some guy says, can you link the page? He says it's AdScan leak. So what is that? Well, if you do Google search for AdScan leak Tiger Direct, you may find what you're looking for, but I'm going to tell you exactly where to go to find this stuff. There's 2 sites. There's bfads.net and there's blackfriday.com. I'm not a big fan of blackfriday.com because I don't like how they showcase individual popular stores. Like, I don't care about Walmart. I don't care about Kohl's, Sears. I definitely don't care about Dell. Best Buy, maybe, because they price match stuff, right? So I might be down with Best Buy depending on what they have. Obviously Amazon, but Amazon, this is all part of their blog. This is their just their leader. This is everything that's happening in real time. bfads.net, I like them a little bit better because they have this kind of nuke-esque setup where you guys should go on the left-hand side and scroll down and see if you can find your favorite store, and then you click on it and you can get ad scans. So the way it works is like this. bfads.net, or just in general, like Tiger Direct, or just any random site. Let's say Newegg. We will probably not find Newegg on here. No, we don't. I'd felt like an ass if actually it was sitting right here. The reason why is because it's not really considered a quote-unquote mainstream, right? bfads.net caters to the mainstream shopper, which can benefit you, right? Especially if you're looking for, like a monitor or a TV or, you know, stuff that is not necessarily computer components. So you could probably come here and get it. But what they do have is Tiger Direct, amongst obviously other things, but we're focusing a little bit on Tiger Direct here. Click on Tiger Direct. And as you can see, they have a whole bunch of, basically just a whole bunch of little cutouts, it looks like. Click on it. It shows you a little cutout of the ad. Okay, a Bluetooth headset, $8.99, which is always a $10 headset available for Black Friday. And then, of course, they have your digital cameras and digital media, electronics. So you scroll down here, and you don't really see much in the way of computer components. It's like, well, that's kind of weird. Yeah, laptops and televisions, video games, right? Let's go back here. Nothing. Okay, Beats by Dr. Dre, 10% off. Ooh, which is actually like $25, so that's probably a decent deal. Pay for your tax. But we don't really see much in terms of computer components. And the reason why is because they don't scan everything. Again, computer components isn't necessarily the mainstream focus in terms of like Black Friday. That's where you go out and you buy your gifts and all that stuff. I personally buy for, you know, pretty much for myself, and then I'll go out and get gifts for everybody else. So at the very top is a little button that says ad scans. Oh, it's just out of reach of the window. But just trust me, it's up there. It's right up here, right above you. Click on that, you get this page right here. Now, scrolling down, I come down, I see, where is it at? TigerDirect.com. Click here. Here's the actual ad. Now, having worked for CompUSA for several years as a sales manager and a tech manager, I can tell you guys that the way it works is we get the ads early, okay? I can tell you that these pictures were taken in the tech shop, and the reason why I know that is because of the black mat right here. This anti-static mat, or mat that goes along the entire bench, and this up here is obviously just like your little toolkits. But it looks like, yeah, blue. It comes in blue and black. But yeah, it looks like somebody took this into the tech shop and took a picture. But the way it works, we get the ads a little bit early, and then sometimes, you know, some of these sales managers, some like, we try to lock them up and keep them hidden because we don't want people to know the sales ahead of time. It used to be you'd wake up early in the morning and then you'd go get a newspaper, then you figure out all the sales and deals, and you go line up. But with the advent of computers and the internet and being able to get all this information in real time and ahead of time, people will leak this stuff. So scrolling down here, we see that there's a lot of, you know, various ads, and this particular site likes to go and highlight them, which is great. Okay, scroll down, oh, TVs, monitors, all the speakers, blah blah blah, stuff we don't care about because we're gamers. We don't watch TV all the time. But here we go. Looking around, we're starting to get into the components now. Nothing here is highlighted because, again, they don't focus on this stuff, right? This is not for the mainstream, but it's for us. So we could go through and we could see that they have a GeForce 210 video card for $9.99. It looks like there is it's hard to see, but it says $25. You can almost guarantee it's either going to be, it's a rebate of some sort. I don't know if it's a mail-in rebate or if it's going to be an instant rebate, but here it is right here. Now, this particular deal is only going to be, or these particular deals are only going to be brick and mortar. So again, sorry for the overseas folks, but if you find a place that's local to you overseas that price matches other stores in store prices, maybe plus shipping or something, you might be able to price match these deals in your local venue. But scrolling up here, that guy said he found a $50 SSD, which is, again, that's a pretty good deal. I guess if you live next to Tiger Direct or CompUSA or something. But right up here at the top, you see, there it is. Right there. If I can zoom in some. Here we go. There it is. 120 gigabyte Vertex 3 solid state drive for $49.99. I don't see what the rebates are. It's hard to tell, but this is the best we're going to get. We can only assume that it's going to be instant, right? Let's see, 3 terabyte. It's hard to read what it says. It says save. But typically it says like right there. What is that yellow bar right there? You see that the yellow bar going across the tag? Oh, it says wow here, but this one's not. This definitely doesn't say wow. There's something else written there. Wow. I'm looking for the word instant on one of these red buttons. Wow. Okay, they all say wow. Doesn't support my theory. All right, well, that's how you go and you find this stuff. BF Ads is a place that I go and check if I want to actually flip through and read the paper itself, because it allows me to go through and see the things I want to see, because they're not going to go through and itemize every single thing for every single type of shopper. They're just not going to do that. We go to Best Buy. We could view their ad. Here's their ad right here. Boom. Look at that. Oh yeah. Look. You want Breaking Bad? $8.99 in store only. Anything on the front page is going to typically be a doorbuster temporary sale. It's not going to be happening all day long. It's going to be from the time they open, which is usually midnight or 4 a.m. until 10 or noon. And in this case, that's exactly where it is. Until noon. We scroll down a little bit. So basically anything on this front page of any ad that you're looking at is probably going to be gone if you end up showing up at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's just the way it is. If you want to get any of these deals up here, you're probably going to want to line up beforehand. So if we scroll down a little bit, we could see, you know, TVs and all that stuff for decent prices. Son of a bitch. Hold on a second. Which one is? Did I get it? Hold on a second. Okay, no, that's not mine. I was gonna say I just bought a TV, and if my TV was going on sale for like cheaper than what I bought it, but that's cheaper. Damn it! Return to my TV. Anyways, see, that's what happens when you buy early. You miss out on deals. Now, Reddit is just one great source. Okay, Build a PC Sales is fantastic. Game Deals is fantastic. Obviously, for us, we're gamers, right? So what I'm gonna do is go over here and click on subscribe. Actually, because it's not refreshed, I'm gonna go and refresh here. Because I want to make sure Cookies Begin is being logged in. There you go. Now I'm logged in. Click on subscribe. And then when I go to the front page, I'm going to see both gaming. See, actually, I didn't subscribe to, here you go. Build a PC Sales. Go and subscribe to that. So now refresh the front page. And here is going to be, basically, this is my gaming Reddit account. All I see is game deals, game news, or yeah, roughly game news, right? Game memes. How's that? And of course, Build a PC Sales, which is where you go and get some of your ideas in terms of on the spot good deals for equipment. And I'm honestly, you see some really good stuff pop up here and disappear fast. So I just check this pitch like all the time. Now, going back to video game deals, this is where you go if you want to throw away all of your money. Okay, keep your wallet, like maybe freeze it in a block of ice or something. That way it gives you time to think about if you want to buy something before you're thawing it. But this is definitely one of those things where you you will lose so much cash. I mean, just the fact right here, Sega Genesis Classic Game Pack, 50 games for $4.99. That is insane. It's like a dime a game. That's crazy, crazy. Game Deals is nice because it actually puts right up front what it is, right? We have Amazon, and then of course we have Green Man Gaming, GMG, and then we have general stuff, right? GameStop. So this is an awesome place to go and lose a lot of money, but get really, really fantastic deals. And it's going to get better around the holidays because what ends up happening is these retailers, they try to sell you stuff for cheap to get you to buy other stuff that has higher margin. So if you go and find like a printer in like CompUSA or Best Buy that costs like $50, you know that printer probably costs, like the actual cost is like $48 and they're only making a $2 profit, which is why they try to sell you the $20 USB cable on top of it, and the ink, and the paper, and the warranty, and all that stuff. That's where they make their profit margins there. But these, I would say, these handful of subreddits would be a good place to get started if you're looking for computer components on the cheap and game deals on the cheap using Reddit. Now, I've already showed you bfads.net. I've already showed you blackfriday.com. One of the other places I really like to go to look at stuff is hot deals in the hard forum. This is a great place because not only do you get good deals in kind of a reverse fashion. So Reddit, the way it works is it upvotes things. So if you look at Build a PC Sales, this is posted 3 hours ago. This is 6 hours ago. This is 9 hours ago. 9, 7. Okay, so wait a minute. This was posted 7 hours ago. Why is it below 9 and why is 3 above these other ones? Like the time stamps are weird here because the way Reddit works is popular goes to the top. Okay. You guys have probably used various other sites that use this kind of thing where you upvote it and it gets pushed up to the top. Then there's some kind of algorithm to slowly take it back down so it doesn't stay out there all the time. That's the way Reddit works. A regular forum, we all know how forums works, right? You make a new thread and it shows up here. If nobody replies, it's gonna fall off the page and that's pretty much it. So this is somewhere you could go to find instant deals and probably, and I say probably because you won't know unless somebody's replied or unless you go research it yourself. It's probably a good deal. So here we have Newegg, Webmaster, we have Tiger Direct. These guys are posting as themselves on these sites with the new deals. Directron, so we go to Newegg deals, 11.15. They post like every week, by the way, so I would highly suggest checking here. They have an i5 3550, Ivy Bridge for for $209, $50 promo code, and see they have special hard form only promo codes, so you can use those whenever you go and you buy this stuff, which is, again, you might be able to find some pretty good deals going through this route and checking the forums. This is part of my rotation, is basically Reddit, hard forums, and then Black Friday, only around Black Friday time. So this is kind of, these are kind of my methods in terms of finding deals. I'm always looking for deals. I'm a very sales oriented person. I've always been in kind of, for the most part, besides the military, I've always been in some kind of sales type position where I'm working with you know, profit margins and dealing with customers and all that stuff, and trying to package together stuff to make a sale, you know. Even like what I do now, right? It's like, if I like a game and I want to express to you guys why I like it, I learned to do all that stuff by, you know, working in sales. I know how to explain what it is that I like, put the reasons behind it, explain features and how those features benefit you as a customer and all that stuff, and that's kind of like what I do. But this is how you use these various sites in order to get some of the best deals. These two obviously are just going to be Black Friday oriented only. Once Black Friday is over, then those are going to be gone and useless until next, like probably September, October. But that's it, guys. This is a long one, but I just want to put this out there so you guys can kind of, this is basically like my secret to finding like good deals and stuff on the net. This is the route I go. 3 terabyte Seagate USB 3.0, $100 on Amazon. Really? Really? Okay. Let's see. It's a 2-year warranty. Let's see. What's the warranty on this thing? Whoa, okay. Big jump. Pretty good price, actually. Huh. USB 3.0, 3 terabyte. Only one left in stock. Well, that'll be gone by the time you guys watch this video. But that's pretty much it, guys. This has been basically a video where I draw on the screen and tell you guys about Black Friday and various deals that you can find on the internet and all that stuff. And again, if you live overseas, it's because it's not Black Friday for you. It doesn't necessarily mean you can't take advantage of anything I pointed out today in order to find good deals on computer components and all that stuff on the internets. So thank you very much for watching. My name is Mike B, aka Phony, and I'm going to see you guys later.